So in this mini-sode of Pints of Interest, we're going to be looking at Fort Collins Brewery Chocolate Stout. This is Fort Collins is based out of Colorado. We're not really sure how much this was. We had bought a number of beers at once, and this kind of got lost in the mix there, so we're not entirely sure. Might notice we've done a chocolate stout already, the Brooklyn Brewery, that we thought was good, but we're hoping for a little bit more chocolatiness, so hopefully we are going to get that taste from this one. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. It's obviously a very dark beer, just like the other ones. I mean, it's a stout. It looks like a stout.
They're not quite as dark as the Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yes, it's interesting because the ring around the top is not as dark brown as the Brooklyn.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's because the alcohol content for this one's a little bit lower. It's a, what, a 5.3?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.3%. So.
Now this I just get malt. I'm not getting any chocolate.
I don't notice any chocolate.
No, there's something else there too, though. But yeah, it's not chocolate.
There is something there, yes.
What is that? There, alright, I got a little bit of chocolate there.
Very
we might be trying to convince ourselves.
Right at the end.
Yeah, maybe we're hoping.
Could be. The more you smell it, though.
Yeah, it's not really helping.
Well, I noticed it, but it's so faint. It is so subtle right at the end.
So I guess it's subtle enough, and we don't know it is enough to that it's not really impacting us in any way. So the aroma is pretty weak on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This tastes to me a little bit more like a coffee stout. I get kind of a coffee note to it.
Maybe a touch. It's.
I get like a little bit of roasted malt kind of thing and very fizzy.
Yeah, it's kind of fizzy and kind of weak overall.
I'm not getting any chocolate. Nothing.
No,
I don't
no
get chocolate either. What is that flavor that you get, though? Because I am getting a flavor.
It's bitter.
There's a bit of hops.
Is
a bit of hop flavor.
Smell is cocoa, not
chocolate.
is
it cocoa? Okay.
And that would also be why it's bitter, because cocoa is an
comes from our
alkaloid.
chef.
Yes.
Cocoa being an alkaloid will be bitter.
There we go.
That's that.
Watching Alton Brown has helped you out.
That undertaste, that taste that's under your tongue, that's cocoa bitter.
Okay, so that it is definitely a bitter beer. I almost say it. The way it tastes, the way it comes across, is that they put watered down kind of coffee with seltzer.
Yeah, that's the way it comes across. And then, unfortunately, because they didn't.
It's got a seltzer bitterness.
I don't think they used chocolate. I think they used cocoa, like cocoa powder, and.
That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake because we're not getting the chocolate flavor, but we're getting the bitterness of the cocoa.
Okay, it describes this as a velvety smooth mouthfeel and impeccable flavor make the stout positively seductive. Subtle hop bitterness, it's not subtle, evens out the character of roasted barley and chocolate. Well, roasted barley definitely comes through.
Ah, crap, barley.
And chocolate malt in our proven classic. We don't tend to like barley too much, I think, from what we've had of it, barley wines, that kind of thing. I don't know if we'll devote a taste-off episode to barley wines.
When we're feeling particularly masochistic, we might.
Maybe over October during the Halloween months, that'll be our trials. The horrific thing of doing lambic, sour Flemish. Also, the barley wines or something like that to just really punish ourselves because we're not really fans of that type of thing.
But this right here is all marketing, folks, because it ain't true.
Yeah, I don't know much about the brewery. They might have some very good other beers that are out there. I don't want to make that sound bad or anything like that.
This is not the representative of.
Yeah, this.
So yeah, basically, wouldn't recommend this one.
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't at all. How do you?
If you want a stout or a chocolate stout, either way, not good one.
Is there anything that you're seeing in this? Anything, any positive notes that you possibly come to with this one? It's not heavy, and you don't have an overly alcoholic taste to it, as I mentioned.
There you go.
Yeah, that would be I suppose the.
Yeah, as far as being able to drink a number of them, you could do that if you really wanted to. If you do happen to like this particular taste, I'd say if you do like the taste of seltzer, and you like stouts, maybe give this a try. I'm not trying to make that sound like a bad thing. I particularly find the seltzer to be very bitter, a little tasteless, and it just needs a sweetness to it. And there's no sweet notes to this. You just get the barley, you get hops, and you get bitterness with it. No chocolate whatsoever.
Nope.
No.
So as a chocolate stout,
No.
not there.
Nope, doesn't work. Sorry. All right, well, Pints of Interest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.